Let me start off by saying congratulations. If you're watching this, you probably decided to join a gym and you're wondering, what do I do? Where do I start? Don't worry, I got you. In this video, I will go over 9 common mistakes beginners make in the gym and what to do instead. Let's jump right in. Number 1, never leaving the cardio section. Trust me, I get it. When I first started going to the gym, that was all I knew. It was what I was comfortable with. It's what I gravitated towards. Let's hop on the treadmill. And every day I would tell myself, I'm just gonna be on here for my 10-minute warm up and I'll go check out the other equipment eventually. You guys, I stayed in the cardio section for a few months, and while cardio is good for our heart health, it's so important, especially for us women, to weight train. As we age, women are more prone to bone loss, and weight training is a great way to combat that. Just make sure that you're not using the same 2 machines over and over again. The only reason I actually got off the treadmill was because one of the trainers at the gym that I started at came up to me and said, you know, we have other machines here, right? And of course I'm like, I mean, I knew that, but you know, the treadmill's like the only thing I knew how to use. But he was nice enough to show me how to use like the basic equipment, and the 3 ones that I remembered that I was, mostly interested were the leg press, the leg extension, and the leg curl. That's it. And that was all I did every day after school, those 3 machines. And while yes, you can technically get some great results, especially if you're a beginner. This is what some people refer to as newbie gains, where our bodies just respond so rapidly to the stimuli that we're putting on our muscle from all the new exercise. But after a while, you are going to hit a plateau, which leads me to the next mistake, going in without a plan. Now these days, there's so much information on workouts all over social media, and it can get confusing as to what should I do, and it can get overwhelming to pick which one is the right one for you, right? Now we've established that cardio is important and weight training is important. So where do you start? Machines are a great place to start if you're not familiar with the free weight section, like the dumbbells and the barbells. It's very beginner friendly. And the great thing is that most gym machines come with labels that have instructions and pictures and illustrations on how step-by-step how you should use the machine. As far as how to set up your workout, there are different ways you can do it. You can do it the classic like body splits, where you're training a different part of your body every day, like chest day, back day, leg day, etc. And there's options like full body days that you do 3 times a week. The latter is the one I recommend for beginners. This way you're getting comfortable with basic exercises, you're giving your body enough rest in between training days, and you're slowly building that confidence in the gym. But the main thing to remember here is have a plan. Another mistake I was guilty of was going all out all the time. I was so excited when I started the gym. I would give my 110% effort in each workout, and eventually I started overworking myself. One way you can tell if you're doing too much is if you're lacking energy throughout the day. Normal amounts of exercise is actually supposed to energize us, but if we're doing too much, it's going to show up as a lack of energy in our day. Our bodies repair themselves when we sleep, and if we find ourselves feeling sluggish and in need of a nap, that's our body saying, hey, we need to slow it down. Remember that more is not always better, and the goal is to be in this long term. We don't want to burn out. Slow and steady will benefit us in the long run. And you know what? Sometimes we're just so eager to get those results as fast as we can that we make the mistake of lifting weight that is too heavy for us way too soon. Now, I'm all about weight training, but if you're new, you have to get down your form first. Practice new exercises with body weight only or super light dumbbells. You want to get to a point where the movement feels natural, where you're able to use the right muscle, and it's a slow and controlled movement. That's the foundation, and once you're strong in that, then yes, add more weight and continue to challenge yourself. But make sure you're putting in that time in the beginning to build up that foundation, which is having proper form. Another common mistake I see is having the exercises all scrambled up out of order. An example of this would be to do calf raises first. Like that's your first workout in your leg day is, I'm gonna do some calf raises and then maybe some abs, and then you're ending your workout with a barbell squat. I actually used to do this, and it wasn't until later that I learned that it's important to start with the most taxing exercise first and end with accessory work. For example, when you're gonna do a barbell squat, the muscles you're using are way larger than when you're doing like a seated calf raise, which is like, you're just kind of using your little calves. But the idea is we want the best of our energy to go towards the bigger movements at the beginning of our workout when we have the most energy. In addition to avoiding our exercises being out of order, a common mistake that beginners make is not tracking your progress. This is so important for two reasons. One, it's a great way to challenge yourself if you're keeping notes on the amount of reps and amount of weight that you did last workout or last week or a month ago, and you can see your strength increasing, your endurance increasing. You can see yourself making that progress, which the second reason that it's beneficial is it motivates us. It's so motivating to see the changes that we're making in the gym as far as our performance goes. But also, I would encourage you guys to like take measurements, take pictures. You don't have to take your weight if you don't want to, but document your journey, and you'll be happy that you did when you have stuff to look back on and you're seeing like, wow, I have really come a long way. Another thing I didn't pay attention to were the rest periods. I would just do a set and I would stop. I don't know for how long because I didn't keep track. And then I'd start my next set. Typically, you want your rest period to be aligned with what you're training for. If your goal is to build muscle, your rest period should be about 30 to 90 seconds. If you're training for strength and power, then your rest periods between sets are going to be like 2 to 5 minutes. And if you're training for endurance, 30 seconds max is what you should be aiming for between each set. Being mindful of how long your rest periods are can really make an impact on the progress that you're making in the gym. And finally, don't get stuck in this idea that your workouts have to be an hour long. Don't get stuck in this mindset that, oh, if I don't work out for an hour, then it's not worth it. Sometimes 30 minutes is better than no minutes. Whatever you need to stay active and on track, do it. Shorter workouts can be just as effective as an hour-long workout if it's designed properly. So keep an open mind when it comes to the length of your workout. Please give this video a like and subscribe for more content on overall health and personal growth. Bye!